Sure. I'm a Xavier Wright, Xavier University of Louisiana. And I tell
Okay.
everybody going to that school saved my life. I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, and coming to the South, coming to New Orleans, and being at Xavier really shaped who the man that I would become.
Okay.
I am alumni of Prairie A&M University,
Okay.
uh, Texas. The saying there is PV produces productive people, and
Okay.
the fruits of our relationship has strengthened since we started working together. Spending more time together, like he said, and not being able to belabor and go on and
Mhm.
on and on about an issue. You get over it, you move forward, and you
Okay.
keep pushing.
Okay.
Our relationship has been the superpower behind our success.
Okay.
Things that we have to work out at home and issues, it helps us get through it quickly. Same thing in the business. When there's an issue, you have to resolve it quickly so you can stay focused and productive and on your goals. And I think
Okay.
us keeping that in mind and that we're raising our daughters to see able to see this, that we always stay focused.
Hey you guys, I'm Terry Freeman with Historically Black Sense at the Black Coffee Company with two of the owners.
How y'all doing? My name is Jamin Butler, and I serve as the CEO.
I'm Erin Butler. I serve as the COO.
Started the Black Coffee Company in 2018. My partners and I, all Xavierites. I'm gonna shout out Leonard Lightfoot, Christopher Bolden, Gino Jones, and
Okay.
Brandon Cole. In February 2018, Black History Month, so this is our 7 year anniversary.
Okay.
We came together to launch this business simply because we wanted to empower our community. We'd been educated and had great experiences and had good corporate jobs, but our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, and people that we cared about didn't all have the same experience.
Okay.
And we realized quickly after starting an investment group that a business enterprise was going to be really the entity that allowed us to help raise everybody up and give them the life that we felt everybody deserved, or opportunity they did. And flash forward, by working together, sticking together, making sure that we showed everybody and be real transparent behind our business, we feel that we've inspired so many and we've had our own success. We now have two coffee shops. Or we opened our second shop on the campus of Morehouse College, and
Okay,
it is
Morehouse.
booming. Those young men and those young women, and shout out to the young women because the majority of our team members are from Spelman and Clark, and they're young student leaders, and they have just changed the trajectory of our business. I give a lot of that credit to my wife, who does all of our hiring and sourcing of the talent and kind of developing our operations.
I believe that, we can figure out how to make coffee. That's a skill that we can teach you in a day, over time. But I think people and meeting a person where they are and making sure that you know how to treat a person when they come up to the register to get that cup of coffee, because we the start of everyone's day essentially.
Yes.
So making sure that that first point of contact is pleasant and that you're welcoming people into your home. Essentially, this is what we consider home. Um, that's what makes this business amazing.
So I gotta ask, how do you make it work? Black love and the business, because I was always told never mix love or family and business.
That's a great question. Honestly, I would tell you our relationship has been the superpower behind our success.
Okay.
Things that we have to work out at home and issues, it helps us get through it quickly. Same thing in the business. When there's an issue, you have to resolve it quickly so you can stay focused and productive and on your goals. And I think us keeping that in mind and that we're raising our daughters to see able to see this, that we always stay focused.
I would say our relationship has strengthened since we started working together. Spending more time together, like he said, and not being able to belabor and go on and on and on about an issue. You get over it, you move forward, and you
Okay.
keep pushing.
Okay. What advice do you have for current students and aspiring entrepreneurs?
I would say speak what you want to be into existence.
Mm.
Um, I went to school for business management,
Yes.
um, but I wanted to be an event planner.
Oh.
But all the while, I was actually in accounts payable for 14 years in a cubicle, typing my little life away. But when anybody asked me what I did, I said I was an event planner,
Okay.
and I spoke that into existence. When I took on this role,
Mhm.
I said, you know what? No, I am the COO because that is how I act. That is how I show up in the world. That is who I wish to become. So speak it and you'll become it.
Manifest it. Okay. Yes.
I'd say the best advice I could have for young entrepreneurs launching a business is that everybody has an idea.
Yes.
Everybody has great ideas and things they think are going to be very successful. And that's good. That's great. Love to hear it. But truthfully, if you want to be successful in a business enterprise, you have to solve problems,
Okay.
right? It's not about how great your new invention is or what you think is going to revolutionize. It's about how am I going to change, this person's life? How am I going to impact the community and give them something that they needed? And that's why I think our business has been so successful is that we provide great coffee, we provide connections, and we share our resources, right? And that has attracted people when we were just online or when we were doing pop-ups, and now the people that come to do co-working and collaborate with us here in these coffee shops, it's all the same philosophy. We want to provide value and give folks what they need.
So you all mentioned that both of y'all have a corporate American background, right? We know it's a lot. It's an adjustment coming from the corporate world, just being that employee mindset, going to entrepreneur mindset. So what was that adjustment like for you all? How did you handle that, especially as husband and wife?
Well, for the past 16 years, I've been an event planner by trade. Like
Welcome
I
to Black
mentioned,
Coffee.
that is what I spoke the entire time. So it was, I want to say, probably a little bit easier for me because as a corporate accounts payable clerk, whatever the heck you want to call me, I always had a business on the side. I was always doing weddings, I was doing events, anybody that want a baby shower or anything. That's what I did by nature. That was my side hustle. So walking into this, almost honestly being pushed into this, the pandemic did it to me. I was furloughed from my full-time job. Events weren't happening because no one was having gatherings, but everybody wanted coffee. So it really catapulted us to make this happen. So for me, it wasn't that hard of a jump. How about you?
For me, it was a challenge. It's been a challenge. I actually maintain my employment full time, and I've done so throughout this journey. I work remotely, and it's a balance. But somebody has to provide the benefits for the family. But I think the entrepreneurial journey is about just that it's a journey. It's a goal that I seek to obtain, and that freedom. I'm very proud that my wife has been able to experience it and go out full time. And I look to follow her suit one day. But I tell everybody, there's no one cookie cutter way about becoming an entrepreneur or launching a business. Whether you quit your job and jump into it tomorrow, that's your choice. That's challenging. Or if you feel you need to hedge your bets and balance a little bit, that's okay as well. You just make sure that you have set your priorities. You got to be able to have multitask, and most importantly, fulfill your deadlines.
And I think to speak to like jumping into something, I don't think jumping means quit your day job. I think jumping means start a thing, finish that thing, be successful in that thing. And then if the next step means I jump to now quit my full time job so that I can explore this entrepreneurship, then okay. But I wouldn't say that you aren't successful because you still work at your full time job.